The fuck? This actually looks good. Holy shit. Take that first. I think I need to move. Maybe we can go there again. Okay. Raise Spectre Spell Minion. Level 20 gem. Raise Spectre version of a defeated foe as a minion to fight for you in battle. Yeah. Minions have all resistances. Maximum 2 Raise Spectre. Oh, I wonder what's the threshold for that. And I also wonder, is there a threshold where you get +3? More minion speed, the minion speed is capped, all that shit. Raise Spectres are level 80. Level 20 gem for level 80 Spectres? Oof. Remember when I predicted that they're gonna make it the early game Spectres, the Spectre setups worse? Oh god. The movement speed is capped. The movement speed has always been capped, well, for a long time now. That's nothing new. So Raise Spectre now raises monsters based on the level of the gem, gaining +1 level per gem level 20. Wait, so you have to have a level 24 Spectre gem before you have the same as we have now. Ooh. I mean, that also means we're potentially gonna have pretty decently high level Spectres. Man, the +3 +3 helm with minion damage and one of the other minion like mods that you could use is probably gonna be pretty fucking good now. And the Necro node is like +2. I'm trying to think of like a GG, and you're gonna have a global from the like the one. So you, if you were to dual wield the ones, you're gonna have another +2. So that's 85. It's 87 with a good chest, a good helm. Sorry, no, that's 88 with a good helm. Good helm. I mean, you can have like 1 minion damage and conk effect, and you have a 6 link with the +3. I can also see this being used on a bow now, which is kind of yeah, dude. People are gonna use this on a fucking +1 all levels, +2 supports bow with empower. Man, does every single spell, every single skill that gets like is regard to have a good levels on their item, like gems are gonna just use bows. It's a bit lame, honestly. But yeah, you can definitely have with a moderate investment. Like you need a bit of investment to get the same level. Like you need a level 21 gem, be a necro, and then that's 83, and it's still worse than a level 20 gem right now. No, obviously there can be a lot of other stuff that we don't know yet that it's gonna make them better, but it's gonna be interesting to see how minions are gonna survive now, because we don't have the region on the Necromancer anymore. So they have to be adding region onto the skill tree more than they have now. That's gonna make Anime Guardian even worse. Okay. That can potentially, this can potentially actually be really bad for minion builds in general that don't have leech. So yeah. I like the fact that we can scale it up like higher now. I wonder if we're gonna get maximum 3 at some other level threshold. That could be interesting. Because if there is a level threshold that gives you 3, then you will absolutely aim for that if it's achievable. And thanks, Fairgravis. Yeah. It really seems like the prediction I had is the case. So it's gonna be needs a bit investment to get to the same level as they were before, but with a high investment. I'm like, it's gonna be taking a bit more to get the same investment as the previous 0 investment, but now you can actually scale them much faster. That bone armor, steel skin pattern. No, they said steel skin like, so we don't know. I'm expecting it not to be the same as steel skin. Okay, new gems for assassins. I mean, new gems for anything. In Battle of Exile Blight Part 2. Last week we revealed some of the poison attack skills coming with Blight. We were able to show the 2 remaining poison gems, Venom Gyre and Blight Bearer. Where is Mamba Strike? Yeah, bring back Mamba Strike. That was a good name. Venom Gyre is a level 12 clown dagger skill, filling out a poison nose shuriken blade that deals damage based on your weapon. Bit physical to chaos conversion and summon like chaos. It returns to you when it hits an enemy, while or after a time. When returning, the blade defaults up to pierce through enemies but deals less damage. Catch all blades that return to you, storing them around you like charges. You can have up to 30 of these blades floating around you. If you use whirling blades, you'll fling out all stored blades over the length of the whirl, throwing them out in a spiral. Whirling straight through an enemy will cause lots of blades to hit the foe. The skill has many interesting interactions with projectile modifying supports. Pierce lets you deal damage to an enemy twice by hitting them once when you throw it and through them, and then again when it returns. Faster projectiles let you fling the blades much further before they return. Chain bounces the blades between enemies before it returns to you, and Fork splits the blades into 2, so you get to catch twice as many blades as you throw out. Dude, that sounds very interesting. Holy shit. That skill sounds so cool. Oh, bone armor grants the exact same values as steel skin, but oh, okay. So it's basically just steel skin for Necros with giving them to minions. Okay. Let's see. I haven't seen that extra comment. This sounds so interesting. Plague Bearer. Cast Plague Bearer once to enable an ongoing effect on your character. While active, you'll deal less poison damage, but a portion of the remaining damage your poison supply will be stored up in Plague Bearer's buff. While active, you'll do less poison damage, but a portion of the remaining damage your poisons apply will be stored. The higher the level Plague Bearer, the more damage it can store. It stops lessening your poison damage when the skill has stored its maximum amount. At any point you can activate Plague Bearer again. It will switch modes, become a damaging AoE around your character. This deals 12% of the stored damage per second as gains damage over time to enemies around you. This lasts until it runs out of stored damage or until the skill is activated again. This damage isn't affected by your character's damage modifiers. Yeah, it's just all about the poison damage. While it's in damaging mode, you won't be able to... Oh, you know what does affect it though, I would assume, is increases the damage taken on monsters. So that could potentially mean it applies twice. First for the poison and then for the degen, because that's not a character modifier. That's a modifier on the the enemy. So that could be cool. Potentially broken. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly how the storing shit works. I'm expecting them to work like make it so that it won't do that. Do you know why GGG only pushes attack poisons? I mean, I don't work at GGG, so no, I don't know. But I would guess it has something to do about them, you know, coming up with the the whole archetype for the poisonous assassin shit. That would be my guess. That's kind of what they said. So I'm gonna go with that. While it's in damage mode, you won't be able to store up any more poison damage, and your poisons will be full strength again. When you reactivate the skill or the stored damage runs out, the skill returns once again. Stored damage. That sounds really nice too. Like really interesting. The skill acts much like temporary righteous fire, letting you run through packs of enemies to wipe them out, or giving you an additional damage boost against tougher foes when you need it most. That sounds like a really cool way getting extra damage for like beefy mobs. That is, both of these actually sound so cool. Wait, is that... Ah! You see at the top. If you look at the top, that's like the amount of damage you have stored, I think. Yeah, okay. I wonder what the cap is. Wait, that's 1,000,000 damage stored. Okay. The fuck? This actually looks good. Holy shit. They actually managed to make a skill on their showcases actually look fucking great. Holy shit. Dude, that shit looks amazing. Not gonna lie. That actually looks great. The AoE in Blackbear isn't too bad. And like, I don't think you really want to use it for... You just use it for extra single target help, right? You slap it on for some extra single target help, and then you get your normal poisons back up during that. So that gives you like an extra 1,000,000 damage, but it's like what at level 20, so it's probably gonna go up past that, right? And it's 12% a second, right? So that's level 20. Let's say that you get a level 21, you slam an empower on it. That's now potentially level 24. I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be really good. It's I like that. This might be the first time in I don't know how long when their showcase of new skills actually makes me want to play them. Daily master missions.
As you know, you unused. Wait, this is from Chris himself. Oh no, they're buffing it. As you know, you unused daily master missions in 3.8 gonna stack indefinitely. Almost, almost. They said that it's not actually gonna be infinite. Okay, they said there's. Yeah. Alongside this change, we reduce the number you get to 2 per day because prior to 3.8, most players ended up not running every daily mission they received every day, and so many were wasted. I mean, if you're changing the mechanic, why do you expect people to play the same exact way? I think that's doesn't make too much sense. We were trying to make it so that the number of missions was the same as before for most players. For most players, he's probably referring to the people who play like 3 hours a day. So anyone who played less would get less, and anyone who played more would get more. So anyone who actually plays the game a lot will get more, regardless. Obviously, the amount of hours on the average, I don't know, that's just like a random guess. We didn't see this as an intentional nerf because the system is now so much more permissive than before. I mean, people didn't like it because people wanted their daily Nikos, right? And this didn't give us a guaranteed daily Nico, right? Either way, the feedback on Reddit about this change was negative, and we didn't feel strongly about it, so are changing it based on this feedback. When you log in each day, you will now receive a daily mission for each. I mean, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Yeah. Also, Johnny, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. This this helps out the people who don't play the game as much, so maybe they play the game a bit more because they are given incentivized to do it. I don't know. I think it's fine either way, but I think this is overall probably better. Getting fucked out, like fucked in the ass by bad RNG on the daily mission spawns would be really annoying. Like imagine not getting Nick on your daily for like a week, because that could happen. So that would be just annoying. I think that's totally fine. I think it's good. It's fine. Then we have challenge rewards. In the Blight League, you'll have an option to complete the At 12, 24, and 36, you will earn the Blight Helmet, Blight Portal, and Wings. Completing challenges also grants you okay. Okay, let's see what these look like. Is that the it looks like a light bulb, yeah. Is that when our brain expands and it's just like this is like our skull, it's just like and yeah. Wait, is that wait, are they giving my Chloe mushroom brain as an MTX for everyone? For only 12 challenges? Hey, Chris, this wasn't the deal we made. Okay? It was supposed to be the 36. Oh god. That's pretty funny, honestly. Oh, I like the portal. It's not too like it's cool, but it's not like too like crazy. These don't look too great. I'm not a fan of the wing. I mean, I'm not a fan of wings in general. The portal is fucking great though. Okay. Okay. The 24 challenge being the portal is really good. That's really nice. I like it. Then, oh wait, we have seen this, right? This is one of the leaked ones. All against tenacity. Yeah, increased life, maximum life, also up to attack damage. Yeah, so if you have like 200%, that's like 60% attack damage, which is fine. Yeah, I think we've seen this already in the leaks. Like it is for a build that has like 200% life. That is potentially a competitive node, so it's fine. It's a good node. Depends a lot on how much increased damage you already have, though. If you don't have a lot of increased damage, it's really good. If you have a lot of increased damage, that's not as good. And obviously, if you're playing a crit build, you're gonna want a crit node. So, though this has life too, which is nice. The fact that it has life is good. Life and damage. It's really nice. It's really nice. Yeah, it's a good node. Okay, I think we went through all of the stuff, so now we need to go over GGG tracker. Oh, there's a lot of Rory and Mark posts. I like it. Okay, these are about the. I'm pretty sure this is about. The Ascendant's Necromancer node has changed, now providing 25 reduced effects of offerings. Yeah, we know this as well from the leaks. Yep, okay. Okay. Did you read Assassin Ascendancy? Yeah, it's been on my YouTube for a couple days now. It's in the leaks. When we were checking leaks, it's there. It's there. Ooh. Okay, Rory, let's go. Not sure why I did that though. I need context. From the war, it looks like Blackberry is starting up to 1 million poison damage at 12. Yep. What I'm curious about is that it says this poison from Blackberry doesn't benefit from your damage modifier. Does it mean, but yeah, it's talking about the debuff shit, right? Which does not mean these though. It's just about your increases to chaos damage over time multiplier and shit like that don't affect it. That's my guess. Plaguebear's damage over time is affected by chaos damage taken and chaos resistance enemies, so you can increase the damage. But yeah, okay, because those are modifiers on the enemy and not on you. Increasing the gem level up to 20 can increase the maximum damage stored. That's gonna be very interesting to see how much we can get on a high level gem, like level 25 for example. The damage stores a portion of the total damage that would have been dealt. Ignoring any modifiers the enemy it's applied to. This means that you don't get benefits from damage taken from enemies twice. Okay, so that's yeah. Okay. So they are making the double dipping thing not work. Makes sense. Oh, that's the wait no different. Oh, there's okay. How does the sword damage interact with bugs from breathing jar? Does it just form damage? Plaguebearer stores the damage of the poison applied, regardless of the health of the enemy, making it work well. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice. I don't really see people. I mean, you can use that to get the the Plaguebearer up and running early, which is nice. And you can get it multiple times from I mean, you could still get it from the boss. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Sorry to hijack this thread somewhat to ask around. Do you happen to know whether others will make your zombies content corpses and corpses you spawn for the Necromancer sense is great bat? Like, yes, that's talking about the shock and the other stuff. We have shocking zombies. And whatever other thing. I don't remember exactly all of it. I think it was a regen as well, right? Kind of interesting. Cool. Kunas about the DD box, yeah. Will increased effect of non-damaging elements on enemies scale the shock and chill from horseback. I just tested this. It appears that your shock and chill effect does apply. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, so much influence. Can you stop by and talk to us a little bit more, please? Everything you do. You're right, it's just clear. GG Mark will usually go into high-level explanations that make my brain hard. Oh shit. But he wants to explain all of the things, you know? He's kind of like me. He just wants to explain all of the things around it. Don't you... Yo. Fuck you, dude. Don't you say that about Mark. Fuck you all who upvoted him too. God damn it. Skitter's Box, Shock, and Chill auras are the Minion's auras, not yours, so only if you could give them Shock or Chill effect for something like Necromancer's Easy Shield, which doesn't currently exist as far as I can tell, or from support gems could... Yeah, yep. Ooh, double boost. Since the mechanic written jar was changed, does it regards to use Southbound to make sure the bugs and... Oh, that's all the same thing. Mark can probably explain the exact technical explanation, but I can confirm from testing that you don't need Southbound to you have poisons and worms count your Plague Bearer when you hit and inevitably kill them with a single poison strike. Okay, was that it? That we all read. After this, we still have Mark. Upvote and downvote is not about you disliking or liking the response, but to make relevant comments show over non-relevant ones. Shh! Don't you tell me how to use Reddit upvote system, okay? He wants. I think it's really bad for discussion because he wants less information. Mark gives more and detailed, precise information. So I think it would be bad. Therefore, I doubt. Have some questions. Are your traps and mines poison affected by Plague Bearer? Can Plague Bearer's second form be linked with traps and mines? Will linking with less duration gem make the rate double, or it just stops spending the charge early? Plague Bearer doesn't absorb from poison from traps, mines, or minions. That makes sense. The second form is the same gem and it can't be supported by trap, mine, or totem. Makes sense. Increased or reduced duration has no effect on the Plague Bearer. Makes sense. What I want to know, will the expiration of effects such as temp chains affect it? That's what I want to know. But I don't think, because it's not a duration. It's a deals 12% of the stored damage per second until it no longer has it. So it doesn't have a duration. It doesn't like have a duration. It's just coded differently, right? Because the moment the damage goes off, it's gone. So it shouldn't do anything. I mean, it won't do anything. Chris Wilson with 3 comments here. One of them obviously being the... Okay. When you say when you log in each day you will now receive, does it mean these missions do not get accumulated if you are offline for multiplays? Yes, you do have to log in to receive the missions for a day. We have switched back and forth on this for several weeks, but the plan is that there are 5 missions being given per day. It does regard logging to trigger it. Fuck. One of the things I think a lot of people hate about like shit like WoW is that you have to just log in for a very short period of time just to do daily. I don't know, dude. I mean, it makes sense. They want you to log into their game, but... And this also kind of makes people... I mean, this is another thing that disincentivizes on people making multiple accounts, because now you would have to log into each character, like each account every single day. I mean, it's not like a big a deal, but it's just... I honestly think I'd rather have the
the 2 random missions and not need to log in versus you have to log in and we get 5 personally. Because this is really punishing for the people who sometimes can't log in at all, do the work or whatever. I'd rather get 5 for login than 2 for not login. I mean, it's just obviously that's a personal preference. I think it's just gonna feel like, I think this is gonna make POE feel like a job, right? For a lot of people, you have to log in order to get any of that shit. Versus you just don't do any, like you don't play POE and then you just go play and you have your shit accumulated. I mean, ideally it would be 5 and you get them without logging. But yeah. I mean, you had to log in to do dailies anyways. There's a difference between logging in once a week to do all of them versus logging every single day to make sure that you get them. So that's a pretty stupid comment in my opinion. I mean, it's not gonna affect me personally too much. And this is asking about, do we have to actually log into them or go into the map or something like? Why would you have to log in on every single character? Oh, if they made it website logging being enough, that would be fine. I mean, okay, I guess you can argue that currently you have to log in daily to do them, which, but again, we're talking about the new system that where they're actually trying to make so that we don't feel forced to do the stuff. But now we're going to feel forced to do the stuff. Well, logging in every day to make sure we get it. Obviously, this is better than the old system, but it doesn't take much to make better than the old system. So this might make amount of AFK people go up. Oh, that's true. Get fucked, Trade League players. Come on, just need to log in to 5 seconds. Don't need to do them on the spot. No, but a lot of people. There's a lot of people who do, like, when they work, they, for example, had to travel and shit like that. Now they're kind of fucked unless they have a way to log in. It actually might inflate player retention if they count logging in for 5 seconds. Yeah, I know, but not every people do that. Like, you know, people expect people who are AFK to actually be online anyways. You see it all the time. There's still mark stuff we need to actually check quick. That is not how damage works. Is there a gem combo that allows you to have 3 times the same damage of each element on wave of conviction? Brutality all 0. What is the tag he said? It would probably just cycle randomly and something like that is I like that. They shouldn't be rolled individually. One roll should be made for the first damage, then that damage is converted. Cold damage support or similar thing, it would change that though. And it's not how damage works. Wait, isn't it? I wonder why he didn't just explain it on the first message. Kind of funny. Wait, it isn't. So let's say you have a fist attack that does 100 to 200 with 50% coverage. The way I understand it works is a number is randomly generated between those parameters, say 150, and then a number is converted appropriately. In this case, doing 45, sorry, 75, 75. Am I wrong in this? Does the 50% conversion make it so the number is randomly generated between 150? Conversion is applied on your character to your damage stats, which have minimum and maximum values. You can see that this happens because you can see the min and max values of each type are already calculated on your skill, accounting for conversion. Calculating a hit from that skill just does a roll for each damage type that has a non-zero maximum value. Doing it your way would make combat orders of maximum less efficient due to way more calculation needing to be done on the fly for every hit. Today you learn, boys.